Howdy ho there, folks, and welcome to the first, maybe just the only, extra video I'm doing on Shadow of the Colossus. Now, when you do beat the game, you unlock hard mode for your new game, which is kind of considered New Game Plus, maybe? Or maybe that's just second run through, you consider New Game Plus. But anyways, that's unlocked after you beat the game. It's not there when you first start. But the main purpose that I'm making this video for, I just wanted to throw that out there to show you, is the climb to the... Sorry, my cat distracted me. The climb to the very top of the tower, or Shrine of Worship. As you can see, this is our clear save that we have, so we're on our second run through, so we have another chance to do it all again with all the same fruit and lizard collecting that we already had previously. Just the whole map is covered up again. But we're going to go into this save file. This is the one I have with the most lizards. That way we can actually climb the temple, and I will show you how to on the HD re-release. Because there are certain strategies that do not work from the PS2 one, the original one at least. So we'll start here at the Shrine of Worship. Oh, and also as well, you'll notice aggro is brown instead of black, because when you do begin the game as well, whenever you do load up a save file, you can hold square, and you will get brown aggro when you're loading up a save, so long as you hold on to square. And I believe it'll cycle as well to a white one whenever you do personalized time attack. And I think I'll show it to you as well. This is what I kept mentioning when I was doing the playthrough, is we come up to one of the Colossi, their statues, and you hold circle, you'll pray at them, and you'll see that I've already completed time attack for all of these on normal. I've yet to complete the game on hard, so I do not have hard time attack unlocked yet, but I'm slowly making my way for it. I've completed all of them, and I'll show you the rewards that you do get later. But right now we're going to focus on climbing the tower, which can seem very chaotic, but so long as you have a lot of grip, I've gone around, as you can see, collecting a lot of lizards, so I've got a fairly sizable grip meter. But we just have to ride aggro over to here, and you'll see this moss, grass, vine, whatever, climbing all the way up. We have to go up. That's the only way we can climb. So long as you do have, though, a lot of lizards. I don't really know how many. I know more than all of the save shrines, because I haven't collected all the save shrines, though. But pretty much next to all of them, and then just running around randomly. How you find them is you'll see here the lizard detection stone. That will help you get all the lizards, and you get that as an reward through time attack. As you can see, I've got all the ones from normal time attack, not hard. But for the meat and potatoes of this proper video is showing you guys how to climb the tower. I only recently done it just because I wanted to have all the lizards, that way I had the best chance possible. Because it seemed like, at least to me at first, that the HD re-release did not have a good way of getting up to it, because you're not going to have a lot of grip to go all the way up without resting somewhere. On the PS2 version, there was an easy rest spot you can find. On the PS3 version, though, you gotta be a little bit crafty. So let's start here. I'm going to use aggro as a running start. And if you do follow along the video, I'll try and explain as best as I could. But get close, go onto the wall, and then climb. Now, there are two ways you can climb. You can just climb regularly, like I'm doing here, or you can jump. It's a lot faster, but I feel like it strains a lot more of your grip. Completely up to you, though. With our rest spot, though, we really won't have an issue, but completely up to personal preference to you if you want to do it. Now, we're already a sizable chunk up with this moss. You have to stick to the right here, not to the left, else you will not get to where you need to go. Now right here we have this ledge here. Keep in mind of this ledge because this is actually going to be our rest point. As you can see as well, and I did notice this, on the PS3 version, your grip actually runs out fairly quickly, but if you sit still, you don't drain it. Now, it may be tempting to try and just jump down to it and rest here, but once you get there, you will not be able to get off. However, what we're doing here is you see this broken wall here. This is our resting point, but it's a little bit janky in how to use it. So come up to the wall about like this, jump straight, and then land like this, and then keep running into the wall. Do not let go of the left analog stick, else Wander will fall. And just keep running in place here. And this is how you restore your grip in the PS3 version. Now sometimes you can slip up. I've done it a couple of times, but so long as you just keep the analog stick in the same direction, you'll keep going. Try and angle it towards the wall, that way he's running directly into the wall. Now our grip is all the way up. Jump in the same direction of the wall, that way you can bounce back up and get back onto the moss here. And that is your catch 22 to get all the way up to the top of the safe shrine. On the PS2 version, however, your resting point was actually up here, where this sort of tree is here, right here. That was your resting point in the PS2 version. Unfortunately, you can't use it here in the PS3 version, because there may seem like there's enough there still, but I guess they fixed the bug there. So instead we had to find another bug, and it looked very, very janky. But climb along here, you gotta shimmy. You can't do diagonal jumping here, unfortunately. Save up on your grip. You gotta be crafty. And then here, you jump backwards. And then go down. If you're afraid to, you just have to kind of land where this vine is here. Vine, fern, whatever. You gotta go there. So, you go up there, slide along, jump onto the moss there, and you end up here. If I'm going a little bit too fast, I do apologize. And if you do hear hammering, we're doing a little bit of home improvement in the main room of the house. So I'm sorry if you do hear that. And then we're going to come here, just jump to the side, grab onto this moss. Slow and steady does win the race here, because really, jumping, I feel like, does waste a lot more of your grip, and actually, believe it or not, we are very close to the top here. You can see it actually right up there. And for this, it may be a little bit difficult to get Wander to grab onto here, but just keep kind of in a diagonal direction, and he'll eventually grip onto the ledge. Then we're going to keep going along here. All the way over, you have to come to about here. If not, you won't be able to latch onto there. Trust me, I've tried. But you have to come here, backwards jump, grab onto the moss, and we are home free, ladies and gentlemen. It may seem actually very easy, but it's very easy to mess up. I've done this maybe 5 times since I learned about it, maybe last week. Just to make sure I got it correct, with no fuck-ups. Because the thing that fucked me up the most was actually the rest point, because I wasn't figuring out how to get here. Oh, it's okay, Wander. It's okay. Wanna know why, buddy? Because we're here. We have climbed as high as we can on the temple. We are level with the door and the bridge. Oh boy. Guys, we did it. And I hope this guide did help you guys out. We're not going to finish up the video, but if it did, always let me know down in the comment section down below if it does help you, or if you have any other tips and tricks for climbing up. Leave them down there too in case other people find them more useful. But that is how we get up the temple in the PS3 version. Trust me, it's harder than it actually is. Or at least what I made it out to be. And right now my cat is going ham. She's trying to eat like leftover pizza I've got over there. Don't you eat that. You know you can't. It's bad for you. It's bad for me too, but it's worse for you. Anyways, make our way up here. And spoilers if you're seeing this video before you've actually seen the whole game of Shadow of the Colossus. But this is how we get to the garden that was in the ending of the game. Aggro, Baby Aggro, Mono, and... No. Baby Wander, Mono, and Aggro all came up here to this kind of like secret garden almost. And you can explore it to your heart's content. There's not really much though here. There's nothing to fight. There's water, a little bit of fresh water, I'm pretty sure. Fruit galore. But you can just come along, explore. There's a bit of a channel here of water. But honestly, this is not a bad place to call home. But let me go ahead and show you the fruit. You can take it down in the bunches here, and you may think that this is a great way to build up your health bar even more. Not necessarily, because when you eat it, it'll take down both your health and your grip. And I do believe, I'm probably quoting the developer wrong, I can't remember the exact developer's name, but he talked about how all the other fruit in the Forbidden Lands makes you more inhuman, like more inhuman with strength and vitality. This fruit in the Secret Garden brings you back to being more human. By that, making you more mortal. I could be exactly wrong. I could be not intentionally, fully wrong. But guys, this is the Secret Garden of Shadow of the Colossus, the top of the Shrine of Worship. Now, let me see if I can find it. You can't kill yourself here, I don't think. Maybe you can drown yourself, but usually whenever you run out of air, water surfaces. But if we look down here, this is one of the holes that Dorman was talking through. Except this is the one right by the entrance, where the bridge is. Along in the other direction is the other one, but I don't think you can reach it. Maybe you can. Let's see if I can find it. But also as well, this hole goes all the way through, even to the top of the temple. And I know originally they probably meant for the whole temple to be scalable all the way up to the tippy top. But you can't. By bugs and such you can get to the top, but there's no collision. So you'll fall right through if you try and do it through gameplay. But I think it's over this ridge where the other hole is. But guys, that's the temple. That is the scale of the temple anyways. So beautiful. So peaceful here in the Forbidden Lands. Even more peaceful. Oh, and if you were wondering, apparently in the demo, the original demo they put out for people to play, I think at like PAX, maybe PAX existed then, E3, apparently people weren't thinking they'd be able to get a copy of it, say for like home and such on PS2. But if you managed to climb the temple in the demo version, you'd actually find kind of, I think it's actually Mono's body, but without her head, kind of stood here, like a skeleton, not skeleton, a scarecrow. In this particular one, you couldn't interact with it at all, you would actually just walk right through it. I don't really know why that's the case. But it was there in the demo version, so I figured I would mention it. We're in the highest point of the Forbidden Lands, I believe. We can try and find aggro. Probably down there somewhere. Grazing, eating grass. The good grass, the good grass. But now, guys, what I'm gonna do, you can actually follow as well the whole bridge. We're gonna do that. But I will admit, it takes like almost 8 minutes to walk all the way, but let's go ahead and do it. If push comes to shove, at least we're getting some steps in on our Fitbit. Count them up if you can. Count every step along the way. I'll be looking for them in the comments. You know, while I'm up here doing this, I always wonder, what is Aggro doing during this? Hell, I don't know. He's probably getting some horse poo tang. We'll never know. Texture glitch. You see it? There it is. So much running. Oh. I really hope you guys are keeping track, because I sure as hell am not. Oh, sweet Jesus, tap dancing Christ! We made it. All the way from the temple. With our open doorway. But we cannot leave. We can try as all we want. You can honestly try it. It will always blow you right back out. Oh. Oh, nope. So, what did we accomplish here, children? Well, I know we sure as hell met our goal for our Fitbit. But we have climbed the tower. We have ran across the bridge. Not entirely sure if I'm gonna run all the way back, but I think there is one last thing to show you guys. Damn, the Forbidden Lands are bright. So bright that even the sword won't work up here. Well, no, there's a couple of things we can show you. Maybe... Alright, let's go. Nope, screw this. Taking the express elevator down. All the way down. Oh, there you are, aggro. Guess that horse poontang wasn't good enough for you. You had to come back. You always have to come back. What I'm going to show you guys are actually the time attack. The time attack rewards. And I do believe they are in order of when I received them. But I think you get them for every 2 Colossi that you battle, so let me show you them. First, of course, is the Whistling Arrow. And then we have the Cloak of Force. Then we have the Mask of Strength. Then we have the Lizard. Let me just count this up, actually. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting something stuck in my throat. All the dick I've been sucking. Whistling Arrow. Let's go ahead and equip the ones that I can. So, the Whistling Arrow... No, not that wander. Here's your regular arrow. Then here's your Whistling Arrow. As you can tell, it whistles. It's got little holes in it. What that will do is help draw the attention of a Colossus away from you, I believe, so you can just throw it in the off the direction, and it'll draw them away. Beyond that, what we have here, the Mask of Strength. It's actually one of the... Let's see if we can get a good shot of Wander. One of the masks that one of Lord Iman's men were wearing, along with the... What was it called? The Cloak of Force. Cloak of Force will help you inflict more damage to a Colossus with the sword, and the Mask of Strength will also stack on top of that. Then along with that we have the Lizard Detection Stone, which whenever you get close to a white-tailed lizard, it will show up on the map, and you just have to track it down. It'll go by each quadrant. If you see here... No, that's not what I wanted. If you see here, it's broken up into A all the way to J, and then 1 to 8. And it'll go by each quadrant, and it'll show you where the lizard is, that way you can help track it down. But you only get that after defeating 2, 4, 6, 8 Colossi in normal time attack. Hard time attack, you get it at a different one, I believe. And then the fruit tree map, which the reason why you see all those fruits, it'll show up all the fruit trees on the map, hence the name. Then we have the Mask of Power and the Cloak of Deception. I'm going to show you the Mask of Power first. As you can see, this is also another one of the masks that Lord Iman's men were wearing. And I know there's another one called the Shaman Mask. I believe so. And that's actually the one Lord Iman was wearing, because he's the shaman of, I believe, Wander's tribe, because he was wearing the same cloak as Wander. So I believe they're all from the same tribe of people. And then finally, at least in terms of stuff I can show you that Wander can wear, we have Cloak of Deception, which actually turns Wander completely invisible. That means Colossi will not see him until he starts climbing on them, but you can just see his shadow running about here, so you got kind of an idea of where he is. Pull out your arrows, though. You also won't be able to see him hold an arrow until it's launched. And then finally, let's put on the Cloak of Force again. Oh, yeah, the Mask of Power also is even stronger than the Mask of Force. So even more damage. And they are both stackable. And then the final one we have here is called the Flash Arrow. You're probably wondering what the flash means in Flash Arrow. Does it stun a Colossi? Oh no. There's something on the tip of it, which is an explosive. You've got dynamite stuck to the other side of this, and it can do a lot of damage. I'm not going to use aggro as a gerbil though, a test gerbil. But this will help inflict damage to a Colossus. Weak point, but you still have to use this sword as a final strike through to get rid of a sigil. And that's all the stuff you get in time attack. Alrighty guys, welcome back. All I did was come over to where Dirge's cave is, as you can see right here. That's what the Lizard Detection Stone does. It'll show off whatever lizards are close to you, usually in like the next 2 quadrants that you are at, For some reason my cat is meowing. Don't know why. What are you doing, kitty? What's wrong with you? But we are here, and let's see if I can grab him. Oh, well, I landed on top of him. You do get a trophy, I think, for doing that. Jumping off and grabbing on aggro. But we're just going to come over here to Dirge's Cave, where we did fight him. So if you are following along at home, that's where I am. Showed you on the map. But we're going to come here, and where he's already defeated, we don't have to worry about him. You can even come here before you have to fight him. Kitty, I'm trying to make a video here. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Making an absolute fool of yourself. Even if you come here before you have to fight him, he won't show up. All the Colossi are battled in order. So you can go to any of the locations without having to worry about battling. But we're going to come out here on the other side of the cave. We never had to come through here. Now my cat's in front of my television. What are you doing? Get out of the way. Don't go up there. Technical difficulties. She was climbing in front of my recording equipment. I don't want her fucking it up. You can climb on it in a bit. Little needy thing. Here's a save point I never grabbed over here, I guess. Nope. So let's go ahead and do that. Might as well, for old time's sake. I see you there, you little bastard. Yeah, sucks, doesn't it? That's an easy way for lizard hunting. Let's go ahead and grab it on this one too. I might as well, that way for whenever I do eventually get that trophy, that I can scratch this one off the list. If you sever the lizard's tail though, it will still count as it being live. It has to die. So, a little note there. Lair by the mesa. But we come out over here. Is the distinction of where you are. You'll see this giant tree here. I know on the forums, from what I've heard people, they've nicknamed this Colossi tree. There's a whole forum about everything in this game. But we're heading over to that rock there. We'll use aggro to get there, actually, closer. Yeah. So get about to where this rock is. There's a couple of lizards running around. And we will wait. And I think this is the only place that's actually very easy to climb onto a hawk. Pretty sure it's that biggest one right there. I think people have given this one the nickname Loki. Like Norse mythology Loki. Maybe. But it has to be on this rock, that way you can easily grab onto him. He'll swoop down here all the time. Now we just wait. Let us pray. Oh, here he comes. Hey, buddy. Yeah, he always swoops here. So just jump, grab onto him. Now we're hawk riding. And this will go so long as you have grip. This is a nice little area we haven't explored yet in the playthrough. Not really a need to, actually. There are a couple of lizards here, though, I think. It's just a nice little cave area. Little ravine. Can't really go far, though. But yeah, Loki will always be all around here. And until you get to the rock, you'll let go. So overall, guys, I think that is everything I have to show you about the game. Probably in the future, if I ever do end up collecting every lizard, I will probably hurry up and get a recording up, that way I can show you killing the last one. I don't know how many there are. If I remember to do so in editing, I will leave up a counter for them now. So hopefully, maybe ever a time in the future that I do manage to collect all of them, I will make sure to let you guys know. But anyways, until I decide maybe to do hard mode, time attack, or even hard time attack, I'm going to leave it here. So anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy watching, and if you did, please always let me know down in the comment section down below. I look forward to reading anything I do get. But let's take a nice scenic look here of the Forbidden Lands. Hope you guys had a pleasant evening or day, and as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.